Peace, love, and life, family. Um, I am coming on here just to kind of do an energy check and see how everyone is doing, to connect on a personal level. I know typically we connect through the readings, and I wanted to just connect on a more personal level. It's been a while since I've actually done a collective message. I've been doing a lot of collective readings, and I just wanted to get a sense of how everyone is doing. Specifically, what is on my mind? What exactly is on my mind? I feel like a lot of us are going through a lot of very similar situations. For whatever reason, I get this, I get this energy, I get this feeling that, whenever things are kind of like stirring up on, certain parts of the world, it's like everyone, as long as there's a connection, everyone kind of, tends to feel it's like a ripple effect. Everyone feels what's going on. Yet not everyone always speaks on it. But I get this feeling that a lot of folks are going through very similar situations. So I just wanted to come on here to check in to see how everyone is doing, and to see what your experiences are, because I feel like, there's definitely something happening. There's a shift happening that is causing other things to shift as well. And, typically when there are shifts, like, I almost think of a shift, in terms of like, and I don't know why this is coming to mind, but in terms of like earthquakes, and I remember learning in high school regarding like, what are they called? Tectonic plates and things shifting. I think of shifts happening energetically in that sense. It's like whenever there's going to be a significant change, you always feel the shift. Okay. So some of you may be feeling some shift happening, and there are things happening in your immediate circle, in your life, things that you are seeing happening before your eyes. You may not be able to explain. Just know that this is all part of the shift, whatever experience that you are encountering. And someone may need to hear this. This is all part of, whatever you're experiencing is part of a greater shift taking place. And for whatever reason, I feel like some of us may need to hear that, it's going to be okay, not to be frightened, to continue to do the work that you are doing. Because it's like, I feel like this is not really a time to stop. Some of us may have pauses because the universe oftentimes asks us to pause and reflect on what is going on. So that way, when we're going back to what we're doing, a lot more will make sense. So we may have pauses, but by no means are we stopping the work that we are doing. And someone may need to hear this, someone who may feel as if it's time for them to stop something. It's time to kind of like crawl in, perhaps back in hermit mode or isolation, to steer away from doing the work because it kind of seems like it's getting real. It's definitely getting real. And I know that many of you feel that it's always been getting real. And some of you may feel like it's getting a lot more real. Some of you may be seeing like a lot of like karmic situations and karma playing out. This is a time when I feel like the universe is having us think about certain things and the way we've been doing things, and how that's playing out in this year. Like this year is really no joke. So it's like whatever seeds you sowed previously in the previous years, previous to this year, I'm seeing that many of us are seeing those things play out. So it's like if you've been doing the work and you've been walking the way you should, and by no means no one's perfect, if you've been walking as you should, you know, the best to your ability, I feel like you really have very little to nothing to worry about this year. Even though there's a lot of like karmic stuff being played out at this time. So someone may need to hear this. Someone may need to hear that it's just like you're gonna see, or you're seeing a shift happen. This is part of a shift that is taking place. You're also seeing karma playing out. You're seeing, you know, yourself as well as others reap the benefits of the karmic wheel. So, you know, for those who have been doing the work and been diligent and following the you know, the instructions and the path of spirit, continue to do your work, okay, and allow Mother Nature and the universe to do what it's doing, because I do believe that all of these things that are taking place are happening for a greater good. And in fact, I was just having this conversation with someone in regards to, like, you know, what you see taking place. You know, if you're definitely someone who knows that you walk with spirit, you also know that all things are happening in your favor, whether it may or may not seem as if that's the case. Just know that, you know, this is all, you know, this is all part of that walk, what it means to be a chosen. And some of us are just beginning to realize, like, hey, you know, this thing, okay, this title, this thing that has been bestowed on me by spirit to be called chosen, it's not something to be taken lightly. It's something that happens when you've been tested and, you know, you pass major tests. So continue to strive for greatness, continue to continue on your walk, continue on your journey, and just know that this is, whatever it is that's happening, it's part of a greater good, and you're going to reap the benefits in the end. Like, and many of us who have yet to see what has been promised to us, be patient. This is also part of it. Like, that patience that it's taking to get there is also part of it. And just know that you're going to reap the benefits of the seeds that you have sown, and things are truly going to be working in your favor. That is the message. If this message resonates, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and continue to you know, to walk your path. That is the message. Peace, love, and divine light.